Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to Genshin Impact. How many PRIMOGEMS can we save in a year? It is January 3rd, 2021. We are officially in the new year. 2020 is over. We can all hope for better things to come, and I hope you all had a wonderful new year and festive season. And hopefully with this we can look at improving our lives with the hopeful end of the coronavirus and everything that has brought on. Hopefully from now on most of us will be living a better life, and although it is still ongoing, vaccines have started to distribute, and soon hopefully everyone can get back to their normal life of actually enjoying stuff. But we are here to save PRIMOGEMS. That's what we are here for. We do not care about much else. So without further ado, let's go. We are going to be doing the PRIMOGEMS collection today, and then I'm going to be explaining a couple of things, and then we're going to be doing a 10 wish today as well. So hoping we get a new 4-star character, as that would help a lot. But for now it's going to be take a while. I wish I could remember where I got up to. What's wrong? Hello, are you here for the story session? Or me, I'm a storyteller. I do it to earn a bit of extra spending money. The problem is I tell so many stories and go back and forth between them so much that I end up getting things a little bit mixed up. The other day, for instance, one crowd was shouting for the Crux Fleet story, the Wrath of High Shun, while the other crowd kept chanting, "We want Ring of Raining Blades! We want Ring of Raining Blades!" Can't blame them. Guha classic, that one. I have to earn a living now, don't I? So I just picked the part I remembered best from each story to keep everybody happy. It was an unexpected hit. They loved it so much they kept pressuring me to tell them the rest of the story. Since I hadn't read either of those books in years, I dug around for a while and eventually managed to find them. I've had a look through to refresh my memory, and now I'm almost ready to continue with the story. However, I cannot for the life of me remember where I got up to with either story. Could you ask around in the crowd to see if anyone remembers where I finished last? Okay. You're a lifesaver. I know it's a pain, but to do that myself would be a career suicide for a storyteller. Now I think about it, there are 3 people you should ask. The first is Genshin Impact. That man has never missed a single session. The second is Fan Iyu, who is the boss of the tea shop. And the third is Miss Zhang Zhou. I definitely saw her stop and listen for a while last time, but I think she left before the end. Okay, so basically don't speak to Zhao Zhao, because the Zhao Zhao person won't know. Okay, let's quickly activate cliffhanger. Navigate. Good. It's just quicker if you do it this way, honestly. What's up? This old man Louis is truly sensational. Have you heard of Louis' storytelling before? You mean old man Louis? The story he tells are second to none. I went to hear him last time he spoke. The Wrath of High Shun it was. He starts off in the middle of this full-blown tempest, howling winds, crashing waves, thunder and lightning. The lot. The Crux Fleet presses on. At the front of the fleet is the flagship, there where one person stands strong on the bow, holding themselves up with their sword. It's the captain of the Crux Fleet. The captain watches as the billowing waves rise up and blout out the sky, and this enormous shadowy figure rises up, howling from the murky depths of the ocean. And that's where old man Louis stops and says that all will be revealed in the next chapter. I'll tell you what, it had better be. It's the mother of all cliffhangers, and he's left us hanging for days now. I'm definitely looking forward to the next part of old man Louis' story. Okay, cool. Next, so that's one. Need one more person. Oh, there we go. Isn't that Zhang Shang? The J name character? Yes. I wish I had more free time. Have you heard Lucy's story time before? Louis who? Lucy? Oh yeah, I remember now. I was walking past last time he spoke, so I stopped to listen for him for a bit. Don't remember much of it. I think it was a story called Ring of Raining Blades or something. Anyway, so for whatever reason, the Guha clan is in a real pickle, and this big shot goes to challenge them. I get there well after it started though, so don't ask me how it got to that point. Anywho, that guy is about to win, but then, oh no, someone attacks him out of nowhere, so now he's on the back foot. Then I got called back to work. Shame, I'd love to know what happens next. I wonder when he's going to carry on with that story. Me too, bro, me too. Okay, now Macau. General Macau, right? Oh no, just his report back to Lucy. I don't know. So, what I mentioned earlier, guys, is that I'm going to be doing the 4 dailies as normal, getting the rewards, seeing how much PRIMOGEMS we have, and then we wish, right, in the episode. But I'm also going to be explaining a couple of things that I was supposed to do, but I didn't do because of unfortunate events that happened in my life that stopped me from getting to play this game. So there's a little bit of something very, very bad that had happened in this, how many PRIMOGEMS we can save in 1 year, and it's going to affect our PRIMOGEMS, and it's going to affect the PRIMOGEM totals, and it's going to affect everything very negatively. So I'm going to explain to you guys, and I'm going to do my absolute best to resolve this and fix this. But yeah, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, so you all know what's going on with the Primogems and how it's happening, so you don't like wonder if you're following along maybe and doing what I'm doing, you will actually have more than me at some points and less than me at some points and things like that. Anyway, without further ado, let's finish this daily. Oh, you're back. You're a star. I just can't help the fact that the more stories I tell, the more things I forget. So, did you ask them? Submit. Give. Gigantic waves loomed the fleet as pitch black storm clouds for the skies. The Crux Fleet crew had reason to fear, for even though their ships were the finest vessels to ever sail the seas, and even though they had the finest sailors to ever mend their helms, even the larger ships becomes the plaything of the ocean, tossed about on the water surface when Mother Nature's unleashed her pent-up rage, and when those same waves of wrath meet smaller vessels, they thrust them violently into the watery abyss. But greater trouble still was brewing. From within the towering waves emerged a dark and gargantuan beast with eyes like braziers. The terrified sailors were rendered helpless, crying out for salvation from the Geo-Lord, not daring even to look at the beast. And yet one figure stood fearlessly on the bow of the foremost vessel, steadying themselves with their sword. This heroic figure looked out at the raging seas and the gargantuan beast as it towered like a mountain above the water's surface, and wagged their finger at it as if they smiled and shouted, "Gotcha! You made sure to work for it this time, didn't you? Who was this hero? And what was this gargantuan beast? And what was the nature of the enemy between them?" Ladies and gentlemen, I trust you all wish to know how the story proceeds. So gather round, lend me your ears, for all will be revealed in the next chapter. Okay. Oh, you're still here? Haha. So what happens next? But both the Wrath of Hassan and the Rings of Burning Blades are extremely long text, you know. I'm not sure how about to spend the next few hours telling you the rest of the stories. If you're interested, come in the session sometime. Thank you for your help today. Here, take this for your troubles. I hope we get to see future sessions too. Become a storyteller, they say. It'll be fun, they said. Wait, but I only did one of them. I only did one of them. What about the other one? I only do one, I guess. I guess you only do one? Maybe? Not sure. Anyway, next daily. Oh, that one's kind of in a shitty place, but we can make it happen. We can make it work. We can kind of glide there, I guess. It's kind of like those ones that I haven't, on areas I haven't explored yet, are always very difficult. As I mentioned, we could have 10k more Primogems than we have right now if I had actually played the game. But I haven't been playing the game, as I mentioned, due to a lot of personal circumstances in my life that have happened and that have been preventing me from playing Genshin Impact. So I have not been able to play for quite a bit. So I have not actually explored almost 90% of Leeway, and the new area I've also not yet explored either. So there's still definitely a lot more Primogems I could have had that I don't have. I wasn't sure if I'd actually make them. I'm very happy I did. Good. No sirs. Yeah, nothing. I'm not even gonna bother. Like, I don't have to kill you guys at all, so I'm not gonna bother. Okay, we're going that way. I actually want to kind of just go unlock that teleport there. It will make my entire life easier in the future. We should definitely do that. Just because sometimes there are dailies here, and it will just be easier if we have that teleport unlocked. So let's go quickly unlock that. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. I don't know what's happening over there, but there's some extremely large demon monster there, because that's the largest HP gauge I've ever seen in this game. The demonic beast monster, I'm assuming. Let's land right about here. Okay, so I misjudged what that was. That's not gonna anyway matter, because they're gonna disappear after a bit. Are they not? Nice. A little bit of a new chest found. Extra Primogems, extra chest. That's always a nice situation. Of course, I would love to activate that that beautiful thing over there, but fortunately not right now. Not right now. A little bit distracted here. That's okay though. It's okay. We're getting a couple of good stuff. So artifacts to put into our other artifacts. It's okay. Wish I had a character that could destroy this, but I do not have a claymore wielder on me. So we got, okay. Just gonna get a claymore wielder. It will save me a lot of heartache. It's gonna save me a lot of heartache. It's gonna save me a lot of heartache. Sorry, not a while that you never get to finish your sentences. I feel really bad, but shut up. Wait, chest. By royal decree. That's random chest here. See, look, all these chests that we have not yet got are achievements. They are primogems. They are things that we can get to just have more things. So like there's still a lot in this game I have not yet gotten because I've just not played the game enough. So there's still a lot of things I can. What is this hell on earth situation here? Hello? Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm just trying to get my butt to a daily and I'm gonna fight like 8 billion enemies first. Apparently. Just trying to get to a daily, please ignore me. Just trying to get to a daily for the weekly grind. Weekly video. So I was actually going to do this later today. Much later today. But then I actually realized that there's a chance I might not be able to accomplish my goal.
What's the
my quest line, if you will. And because of that, I thought to myself, well, instead, what I'm going to do is then I'm just going to actually first record this and then do my quest line. That way, if for whatever reason I don't complete the quest line in time because, well, maybe I'm not good enough or I messed up or something like that happens, at least that way I will still have the time. I'll still have this video recorded even if I don't get all the stuff. So I'm going to hope to try and get all the good stuff. I'm going to explain to you guys soon what the good stuff is and what it's all about. And I hope to get as much of it as I can, of course. You always obviously want to get as much as you can, especially in this, since remember this entire situation is me trying to get as many primogems as I can, and this is a primogem grind I've got to do. And the problem is, as I mentioned, I had a lot of real life things happen, and those real life things have caused me to not be able to play Genshin Impact for a couple of days, and due to that I'm actually potentially going to be missing out on some primogems, which is very bad. I know, guys. I know. I'm supposed to be more professional at this. I'm supposed to have more of a system. I'm not supposed to miss anything. I get it. That's why I'm going to be doing this as much as I can. I'm going to be playing as late as possible. I do have work in the morning. This is what I meant when I said if I was doing this full time, not a problem. But due to the fact that I do have a job and I do have to go to work, I can't just invest hours and hours into this, which I would love to. And it is actually finally starting to affect this playthrough. I think we did pretty well to last up to week 9 already. We've lost until week 9 already before we had our first missed content. So for me, I'm pretty impressed. Where's the last one? Oh, it's right there. Damn. Yeah, no, we need amber. We need amber. Let's get amber quickly, finish this puzzle, and then we will go to the next daily. We keep having to do a bunch of other little things while we go to the daily stuff sometime, and that does suck because that definitely causes these episodes to be a lot longer than they need to be, which is what I've been trying to do my best to avoid. But as you guys could guess, what? Okay, Bunny, Shangling.
What's the hurry?
And amber. What the hell, man? That was insane. Okay, good thing we have Zhang Ling and the bunny and amber. Sorry. Okay, next daily. Okay, so sometimes these my goal was to keep these episodes around 10, maybe 15 minutes. Because all we really need to do is just start the episode, look at where we're at on the primogem count, and that's it, right? But there's always like these little things that happen, like very like long dialogue parts suddenly that I have to read unexpectedly, or things like that weren't part of the original game plan, and then it causes these episodes to end up being a lot longer than I want, which makes it very, very difficult to plan correctly the time that I wanted originally. So definitely, it was a lot harder. It's a lot harder to do this than you might think. Especially when there are enemies and your people's auto target system is trash and you can't actually control who you're fighting at all. And then instead of actually fighting people, you just kind of sit around for a very long time doing nothing.
Freeze.
Hitting the air because of the very bad auto target system. Okay, you need to go, bro. You're pissing me off. Every fucking time I do this daily, I get annoyed by this guy. Every single fucking time, and I can't take it. I really can't take it. I don't know how you hit me through that wall, but you know, good for you in a sense, I guess. Good for you in a sense. Yeah, he's dead. Beautiful. Another daily down. Gotta pick up the loot. Also, picking up the loot takes a lot of time. And sometimes picking up certain items along the way to the dailies takes a lot of time. And a lot of little things. A lot of little things that eat away at the timer. Where's the last daily game? Why is it there? In Mondstadt. All the rest were in Leeway, and these are on Mondstadt. So as you guys saw, the Dragon Spine was a little bit unlocked. It was a little bit unlocked. I'm going to show you guys. So, Dragon Spine, I did on my main account. I finished today. I started today and finished today before doing this. So I'm very tired. Been playing a lot of Genshin Impact today. I've been playing Genshin Impact for like 8 hours. 6 hours maybe. 6 hours already. So I'm very tired and my voice is obviously a little bit shot. I'm pretty sure everyone can hear a little bit that I don't sound like my normal self here, but you know, I had lots of personal things I had to take care of, and I was actually not able to play Genshin Impact for 2 days. 2 days. So as I said, I was going to tell you all about something that happened that is affecting our account for our game, obviously, and that is that I skipped 2 days. I did manage to sneak in the 1 day of dailies for the second account. On my main account I actually lost 2 days of dailies, and on my main account I lost
Oh, so sorry.
2 days worth of resin usage, etc. On this second account though, I was lucky enough to sneak in 1 day worth of dailies, so I got 1 extra day worth of dailies in, but I lost 1. So this week, instead of doing 7 days of dailies like we always do, we only did 6 days of dailies. So 60 Primogems are permanently lost, never to ever be gained again. Ever. It's just, that's it. I didn't get the 60 Primogems on a daily, and I can't ever get those 60 Primogems on that daily back ever again. So we are 60 Primogems technically down right now from where we could have been. I understand that. I want you all to know that I understand that. I do apologize about that. I feel obviously terrible. I can't really say it's 1 year Primogems grind or 1 year Primogems saved if I missed a day, 1 day of the year, as that is 60 Primogems we lost. So it will affect our grand total in the end, but there's nothing we can do about it. I'm not going to count it anyway or keep a track of it anyway. We're just going to, you know, I'm just going to tell you what happened. That's the best I can do for now, because keeping track of it would be a little bit weird. Because there might be future ones we have to miss for whatever reason, and I don't want that to affect it too much. Okay, so I want to... We're going to roll now for... We're going to do a 10 roll quickly on normal banner. We're hoping for basically any 4-star character that we can get would be nice. I mean, you know what? Let's actually do it by Catherine. Fuck it. Hello, Catherine. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Okay, we can't do it. We can't get inside Catherine's home at all, but we can stand very close to her. Cool. Okay, and we're going to do a quick 10 wish. But before we do the 10 wish, we're going to push F5. F5 is going to take us to the Chalk, Prince, and the Dragon. 1 day and 10 hours remain. Event details. I haven't started it. There's 4 acts, 4 quest lines you have to do. And I've not done it at all on the second account, on my free-to-play account. We only have 1 day and 10 hours left to do it. I'm going to try my absolute best to do as much as possible. There's about 2,000-ish Primogems available from this quest line alone, as well as a 4-star sword, which is really good, and talent materials, XP books, and more stuff that we want. You know, we want all of that, basically. But I only have 1 day left to do it. And if we go to our event shop, as you guys can see here, there's even more things to buy. Books, Mora, Mystic Enchantment things. Got all these good stuff that you want to have, obviously. All these books, all these good stuff. We want it all, right? But I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to grind it all in the amount of time I have left. So there's a potential of a massive Primogem loss here. I'm obviously hoping my best it doesn't happen, but I don't know how much time I have left, and I don't know how much I can get done tonight before I eventually just pass out. So I'm going to try my best to actually get most of it. We should have had a 2,000 Primogem boost on this total of 18,451, but we don't, because I messed up. So this should have been around 20k. I'm going to easily get it to 20k off camera. Don't worry about it, guys. I will do it. But yeah, it's just, you know, life happened. I could not play the game for 2 days. I did luckily sneak in 1 day worth of dailies in this account, but I didn't even do the resin. I just did the dailies and I logged out. So I lost the resin for 2 days on this too, which is okay. It's not a big deal. We're going to do a 10 wish now. Hope for a new 4-star character. Hopefully a good 4-star character that I can actually use. Not a weapon, because I'll be very sad if I got a weapon. Let's just hope that doesn't jinx me and give me a weapon. But yeah, we need a Sucrose. Kind of badly. We don't have any win characters on us unless our main characters win. So we got Diona. You know, that's not bad. It is a 4-star character we didn't have. I think we didn't have. We did not have Diona, so we do have Diona, Ice Bow Wielder, which is really cool. She's very, very cute little cat girl. Maybe I'll use her. Maybe she will be Kaya's replacement. Who knows? But for now, we're happy we at least got a new 4-star character. Gonna get the hell out of here. Have no wishes there. Have no wishes here. So we can't really wish on any banner next week unless I can get wishes from the event, which there are actually quite a few of. So there might still be potential for more characters. But right now, we are currently just going to relax as much as we can. And I will see you all next week, where we will find out once for how much of that 1.2 Dragon's Spire location I was able to do, the chalk prince and the dragon. Thank you all very much for supporting this series of how many Primogems can we grind in 1 year. You know, really sitting on 18,500, and I have not been able to play the game. This week specifically was way worse than any other week we've had up to this point. So our tally barely changed, and even still with that minuscule amount of gameplay, with that minuscule change, we almost went up by 1,000 Primogems anyway. So there's a very clear system, is a very clear way that this game is showing and proving how much free Primogems you can get in this game and how many wishes you get, because it's crazy how many characters we have, how many items we have, and how many wishes and Primogems we haven't touched. So there is definitely an indication of what is going on here. For now though, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you all next time in week number 10, which will be a big week for us, as we will either skyrocket into the 20k Primogems, or I'll have very bad news about life screwing me once again. For now, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you next time with more Genshin Impact. How many Primogems can we save in 1 year?